Good day, everybody, and welcome to TMCLBlog. Today we begin another heartfelt chapter, the story of a woman we will call Betty in this episode. A woman the world called ordinary, a woman whose work they called dirty, but time had another name for her, destined. Every day of the week, Betty's mornings began when the world still slept, 4 a.m. Her alarm clock's shrill cry broke the silence. No luxury here, just duty. She tied her faded scarf, laced her worn-out sneakers, and looked into a cracked mirror. Her reflection was tired, but determined. "It's another day, Betty," she whispered. "Let's go earn our tomorrow." Outside, the streets were still wet with dew. Streetlights blinked like half-awake eyes. She carried her cleaning kit like some carry a briefcase, with pride. For 30 long years, Betty scrubbed floors that gleamed for other people's joy. She polished tables that held champagne glasses, while her own cup at home was chipped and dry. She washed linens that smelled of expensive cologne that lasts even after washing them, while her own clothes carried the scent of soap and prayer. People called her Auntie B, never Miss Betty, never Ma'am, or rather described her by her job. Some pitied her, others laughed. "Still cleaning houses at your age? If only she'd married well." But Betty kept walking, quiet, humble, invisible. She hadn't planned to raise 2 children alone. Her husband left when their twins were barely 2. He would say she was the reason for their hardship because she had bad luck and she was not favored by the universe. He woke up one day and said he was chasing better work, but never came back. Betty cried for weeks. Then one night, she looked at her sleeping children and made a vow. "If I can't give them luxury, I'll give them food, love, strength, shelter, and education. Yes, these things are the most important in life. Clothes are not a priority because they have never had new clothes. It was too much luxury for them." She became a magician, stretching every penny until it obeyed her faith. She skipped meals so her children could eat. She took night shifts cleaning offices, her shadow mopping beside her under fluorescent lights. No one saw her, but heaven did. The twins would come home with a heavy heart because they get teased about the kind of job Betty jumps at. There was no day she complained of tiredness, and no time of the day she would let go of any opportunity. Once it fetches her more money, she will run to it. She would tell her twins, T and K, "Let them laugh, my children. These hands may be dirty, but they are building your tomorrow." That night, when the twins were asleep, Betty sat at her usual spot under the flickering light bulb in her small room. She stared at her palms, cracked, rough, scarred, and whispered, "God, just let me finish well." She sobs quietly and goes to bed. That month, things began to change gradually. She got better pay and they became a bit comfortable. In no time, the years rolled by, 30 of them. From 60 years above, those who had steady jobs and big shots began to retire one after the other from big jobs. Banks, ministries, government offices. But not Betty. She says, "If I stop working, I'll stop breathing." She now has her own store. Her twins made it happen. They were grown. Kay became an architect. T, a nurse. But while they were in school, Kay was a side tutor and T was a hairstylist. She made hair for her schoolmates. There, they got extra cash to support themselves in school without bothering Betty. Kay lives in Europe now and T, a registered nurse in the US with her family. Betty only visits them and returns to her home country. Congratulations, Betty. You won in the end. Our dear listeners, let us know in the comment section what you learned from Betty's story. Please support us by liking and subscribing to our channel. And to share yours, please visit our website www.tmclblog.com because every story heals when told. Bye for now.
Soft light dawns, a new day whispers, heartbeat steady, waiting for the spark. I was a seed in the shadows of doubt, Roots tangled deep where the fears hang out. Quiet longing buried beneath the ground, waiting for sunlight to show me the sound. Every moment pushing me closer, bending toward light on